Okay, let's get rid of your frown lines today without using any injections, without using Botox.
Now, this is the #1 area for Botox, and it works so well here between the eyes. But look at this. Which one are you? You have a 1. Now, most people fall into the 11s category, but some people, in fact, are 3 1s, 1, 1, 1, and some people have extra lines, and that's mainly because of collagen loss. But not you. Of course, you collagen bank. Let's move on.
Now, why might some people not want Botox? Some people just don't like injections. Surprise, surprise. Some people are still suspect about the long-term safety of it. Number 3, you can get a little drooping medially if you get Botox, and people don't like that. So there are side effects. And number 4, and I think this is the one I worry about, especially people getting too much Botox, you get atrophy. So you get shrinkage of that muscle. And as people get older, especially beyond menopause, the volume doesn't come back. And if you know anything about following me on this channel, looking young is all about having your facial fat pads perfectly in place and not having atrophy and shrinking of muscles or fat. So it's, for many reasons, people don't want Botox. Now, I'm going to go through 3 today. 2 are almost no money, which is good. And the third one, a skincare product, a little more expensive. Number 1, let's talk face tape here. Face tape actually works really, really well because what happens is a couple things. One is you can train yourself not to frown all the time. People do that successfully. But you frown when you sleep. That's part of the problem. And if you use the face tape, you just can't frown, so you don't create those lines. Now, you'll see face tape in many configurations. Sometimes it's like 6 pieces in a configuration like that. And that doesn't work so well. I like the one confluent piece of tape that goes along the glabella. And why not the forehead too? Some of you may have noticed, especially on one side of your face, you sleep on the side, you'll get lines through your whole forehead. Usually you get 3, and that's from loss of collagen, fat in the forehead. And of course, people want to Botox those, but then what happens? The main bulk of volume in your forehead is something called the frontalis muscle. You lose that and you lose most of the volume in your forehead, and that looks aging. Not good. So face tape works really good here. Be mindful if you can develop allergies to it, but you want to make sure you're not allergic to it. Now, there's different colors, of course, and here you see an orange or red or purple, and you can get clear tape too. So for those of you who think it looks kind of weird going to bed with a colored face, you can get clear. You might enjoy that better. Before we go on, if you're getting value from this and my other videos, please click the like button and subscribe. It allows me to bring you more great content. Now, number 2, what about Argan Oil? Now, put a oil there with massage as well. So use that combination, massaging kind of upward. That can work wonders. Now, Argan Oil, you're going to say, Rajani, why that? Well, Argan Oil is filled with antioxidants, essential fatty acids, and I think that's part of the key with Argan Oil, but it's non-comedogenic and it decreases sebum production. And this is, of course, your T-zone. So if you use a thicker oil, like coconut oil, some of you will get away with that, but for many, you're going to get blackheads, you might get acne and pustules. So Argan Oil works really good. You can use other light oils. Some of you have sunflower oil. If you're using castor oil along the lids for hair growth or for dry eye, you can use your castor oil. It's just a little thicker and stickier. But Argan Oil also has vitamin E and antioxidants along with those essential fatty acids. It's a great choice up there.
Now, this is the one that I've been using lately. It's from a company called Valona. It's 100% pure and natural, so there's no added chemicals. It's unrefined. It is cold pressed. We like that. And there's nothing added to it, no fragrances, and it's very moisturizing. So I'll put a link to that in the more information section below, as well as the upcoming products.
The other nice thing about Argan Oil, it's not too heavy, so you can incorporate facial massage, which is going to work very good because remember, we're trying to train those muscles not to frown. If you do that, you win the battle. Now, number 3 It's a little more expensive, but using it in the FROWN, this is going to last you 6 to 8 months, maybe a whole year. It's about $100. And I have one in my line, and it's real argireline, acetylhexapeptide 8, with hyaluronic acid. Now, argireline is a smaller molecule than Botox, so it absorbs better. It absorbs into the skin. That's part of the reason it works. Now, there are some smaller studies that show its efficacy, but it's not going to work like Botox or high-dose Xeomin, or better yet, Dysport, that's going to work quickly within 24 hours and it's gone. This is something you're going to start to see the results from the argireline within 7 to 14 days typically. You'll see it earlier because you're massaging, because you're taking care of it, because you're using skincare. And the second method it's thought to work, other than the Botox-like effect that I talked about by stopping the muscle contraction, is people think that it works by building collagen and elastin. And of course, collagen is a structural protein, so the more structure that you have there, the less FROWN. And by building elastin. Elastin is that bounce in your skin. So it bounces back so you don't get the line in there. Now, if I had to throw some fourth one in that you're probably going to get more so in your clinic than you're at home, PDO threads. They don't cause occlusions. They build collagen. They work great for the FROWN, and they're not Botox. But of course, there is a needle involved there. I had to throw one in. Now, of course, I inject Botox for a living. Am I worried I'm going to go out of business? Not at all. But the more you can do at home naturally without injections, I'm all for it. Now, to make better sense of this, you're going to want to watch this video on how to prevent facial fat loss, one down here on how facial fat influences your face and attractiveness to keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.